This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
First tonight, a weather alert. The extreme cold taking a toll all over the bi-state. Everything from frozen firefighters to flooded homes with no heat. Now there is snow moving into the region. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Mike Bush. We have a lot of school closings coming in for tomorrow. They will be at the bottom of your screen. But let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell for that Weather First forecast.
Well, it's been bitterly cold all weekend long. Yesterday morning, down as low as 10 to 12 degrees below zero in some spots. Officially, Lambert yesterday was 7 below zero. This morning, just below zero. And now, here comes another patch of snow. We look out into the Chesterfield Valley. The visibility has come down. A little fuzzy out here. And since we only barely got to 10, 11 degrees this afternoon for the high, anything that's falling from the sky will stick. Now, it's not going to be a lot, but we're talking about this area of snow pushing into the metro area. A little heavier here as you head out right along the Missouri River west of Washington out towards New Haven. This is pushing into St. Louis. It will coat the roads pretty quickly as we head through the evening hours, and there may be a few isolated spots that end up with 3/4 to an inch of snow. Most of us, a dusting to a half an inch would do it. We're still in the single digits for the most part, and those wind chills still running 5 to 10 degrees below zero. Snowfall here as we go through the overnight hours early tomorrow morning. Again, very much on the light side. We're thinking upwards of a half an inch, and the highest amounts in localized areas would be around an inch. But that's still going to cause some slick roads, especially early this evening. We'll see in a few minutes. We'll talk about a brief warm-up for the middle of the week.
You can get the Weather First forecast sent to your phone anytime. Just text the word weather to 314-425-5355, and we'll send you a link.
Firefighters will continue the search tomorrow for a man reported missing following a fire in North St. Louis. It started around 11:30 this morning in a two-story duplex. Firefighters say they had trouble getting inside because of what they describe as hoarding conditions throughout the building. 2 other people escaped the burning building. No word yet on a cause.
Tonight, people in a Midtown St. Louis apartment building are still dealing with frozen pipes, flooding, and now no heat. 5 on your side's Annie Krall joined us in studio after spending all afternoon at the Heritage House Apartments. Annie.
Well, it was bitterly cold, and residents say they're extremely frustrated, some having no heat for about 2 days now. Then frozen pipes burst before midnight, making things even worse. A woman who lives at Heritage House told me she'd been awake since 3 this morning, checking on neighbors and trying to figure out exactly what was going on.
It is so very cold. I can see my breath whenever I talk. As you can see back there, water's coming from God knows where. And so with it being as cold as it is, my concern is that all of the water is going to turn into ice.
A water pipe burst on the 11th floor of Heritage House Apartments, where the damage is the worst. About 200 seniors live here on Olive Street in Midtown. On Monday, many needing to now move in with family to hotels or Airbnbs. Fire crews called for multiple broken water pipes. The St. Louis Fire Department posted online that the heat in the building is not working, which can lead to broken water pipes.
They tell us that when the water dries up and they get some plumbing done, then the heat will circulate and come back in. But no one has told us anything.
The property manager with Sansone Group, along with other aides, were performing wellness checks Monday afternoon for folks still inside their apartments. Several local organizations providing whatever services or materials they can over the next few days,
including bringing in food and blankets or whatever could be of assistance, because many of the residents do not know how long it would take to get the heating back on. And, it just pains my heart to see the conditions that's impacting the people.
We've got elderly residents who, some of them are in wheelchairs, they have canes, so a situation where it's already hard for them to move around, this just makes it 10 times worse.
People living at the Heritage House Apartments in Midtown, along with local organizers, say they are now taking donations at the building, whether that's hot cocoa, shelf-stable food, bottled water, coats, or even socks. All things lost in the flooding and now very much needed. Mike?
Annie, thanks. Tonight, residents at a downtown St. Louis apartment are demanding answers from building management after their heat and hot water went out over the weekend. 5 on your side's Diamond Palmer has more from residents doing what they can to stay warm.
Because I've been having to leave my oven running, like open my oven and have that running. I've been boiling hot water on the stove just to kind of get some heat and some warmth in the house and stuff like that.
Kendall Williams has a 6-month-old daughter and isn't the only concerned resident at Arcade Apartments. Kevin Edwards says he noticed the heat and hot water went out Saturday around 4 a.m. This picture displays 60 degrees on his thermostat. He says it's been issue after issue when it comes to utilities not working.
I wore like 5 layers of clothes.
Monday, a notice to residents and an apology on the door. Residents say they want better communication from Dominion management when the utilities are interrupted. When I called, I got a recording that said that their phone wasn't in service.
The number you have reached is not in service.
It's not just me who can't get a hold of the apartment's management company. It's also the residents.
It's unfair, you know, and when you get them a call, they don't answer.
Communicate and be honest and open with, what's ever going on.
We live here, like talk to us, answer our questions, just care about us.
Edwards says his heat came back on last night, but still has no hot water.
If you guys let this happen again, that the pipes are going to burst, and then a lot of us in this building are going to be not only freezing, but we're going to be, our apartments are going to be full of water.
Reporting in St. Louis, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
Now, some residents at the Arcade Apartments tell 5 on your side their heat came back on last night, while others remain without heat and hot water. And a warning from the Red Cross tonight: heating your home with an oven is not safe.
School districts across the region are preparing for the extreme weather. Some schools are canceling classes. Some are going remote. Others are heading back to the classroom. Our Justina Cornell joins us in studio with plans from 2 districts battling the brutal temperatures.
Yeah, and so I spoke to the Festus School District in Jefferson County and Hancock Place in St. Louis County. Now, both plan to have in-person learning tomorrow, but they're doing work today to be prepared.
The frozen Joachim Creek in Jefferson County is a fierce reminder of the frigid temps. Just a few minutes away is the Festus School District, ready to go up against that weather.
We're the transportation department here at the Festus School District.
It's now a hub to work ahead.
The buses are plugged in to engine block warmers. They've been plugged in all weekend to try to keep the engine blocks warm on some of the buses. Our transportation director and another bus driver came in and started all the buses and ran them so that we could make sure that they were all in running order.
Communications coordinator Kevin Pope sends a message.
We want to encourage the students to stay inside until they see the bus coming to their stop. So buses may be running slightly late tomorrow morning, just for the simple fact that the bus drivers will be waiting a little bit extra time at each stop.
And once they arrive to school, students will remain inside.
They will not be going outside for PE or for any recess whatsoever.
Also preparing for extreme temperatures is Hancock School District in Limay.
It's really about checking our facilities, making sure that we don't have any frozen pipes, making sure that our heat is running, and of course that those buses are starting.
Superintendent Dr. Kevin Carl says the decision to close or remain open is a case-by-case situation. The overall goal, though, is to keep students at the forefront.
It's really a myriad of things that we look at. So some of it's topography, some of it's where districts are located, how long are students on a bus in a particular district. Those things play into the final decision.
Now, if you want a full listing of school closings, you can head to our 5 on Your Side app or head to our website, kck.com, and go to the weather tab on the main page.
Coming up, it's the first contest of the 2024 Race to the White House. Political editor Mark Maxwell, he is live in Iowa.
Plus, keeping the dream alive, the new generation carrying on the work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.